Good morning. Get myself all ready. I'm a bit dressed today. I woke up, I've been up, but I've actually been in bed. I was having a hard time getting out of bed, and then I said, well, it's time for me to go to bed. Time for me to go to bed. Time for me to get up. So here we are. We're getting up. We're getting up and starting our day. So in case if you've missed this was our completed 5-yard quilt. Everything in here came from my stash. I will say I know where the stuff came from my stash. This was from Soft Squares, Lynette Soft Squares. This was from her advent box last year. This is also a piece from Lynette Soft Squares. I think she currently has this. Good morning, Joydy, in her stock. This is a Jennifer Long. This also came from there. This did, and this here came from one of you wonderful subscribers out there. So anyway, I have this confetti runner. Good morning, Rowena. Let me put it on all chat, so all messages. There we go. I had a late start. We got some snow. We got lots of snow, rain, ice, lots of wind out there. But it looks like school's on time. I keep checking. So we're going to take this down. I'm going to take that down and put that on my long arm. Hopefully I can find something to long arm that. Backing. I have backing. I just have to find some. All right. And then here we have, this is the confetti runner. So some of you may have purchased this at Lynn's shop. Some of you may have not. It's totally fine. So I have here this here. So clearly I got to cut fabric. I didn't think I had to cut fabric. Let's see. This is the front and the back is just the directions. So I have this here. And let's see, does it tell me what it is? It is Essentials by Wilmington Prince. Good morning. We're getting to the high 69. I said, nope, that's not us. It's -4 right now. -4 right here, right now. And this doesn't tell me what this is. I'm going to say it's Wilmington Fabrics because this here is a Wilmington Fabrics kit. See, so you get a 1/2 yard for binding and 1 1/8 yard for backing. So this is the backing and this is the binding right here. So unfortunately, I would do this, normally quilt that on my regular sewing machine, but I can't do that. And my ginger quilter box, I started yesterday and I realized I couldn't finish that either because it requires a satin stitch or some kind of stitch because it's an applique. So I did most of it. We'll show you that at 7. Then I have 2 charm packs here and they're both from Wilmington. This one says Into the Woods and this one says Dry Brush Dark Denim. So we are going to open these up. And not necessarily to look at them, because we're going to look at them on the board. I'm just going to, it's like plastic. Why didn't they use paper? So much better for our environment. All right, we'll put that away. So all these brushed denim are all the same. See, it's all the same. And this here is all different. They're the same kind of thing, but different hues. Now, to me, I'm feeling that I might want to change some fabrics around, even though it is a kit. Probably would like me to, because this was gifted to me, so she probably wants me to make it, but you know, I have to put my own spin on stuff. So we're going to come over here, and what they said here is, oh, wait a second, I didn't read this until right now. Oh, this is interesting. Huh. Well, we're going to do this different. If you bought this and you're doing this with me, we're going to do this different. So according to this, we're actually cutting these pre-cuts into smaller squares. I didn't read this. And for us to sew it back into that. So really what I should have done, and I almost bought it, I was at Joann's yesterday, I almost bought some grid interfacing. This would be better for grid interfacing. So they're having you cut these smaller. Prints may vary and colors may vary on the image. So really, I need to come back to this because there is an easier way to do this. They are having us traditionally piece everything. But 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? We're just gonna go rogue on this. So if you have this, we're gonna make this, it's gonna look like this. We're gonna go a little rogue on it. I'm gonna streamline it just a bit. But there is a couple ways that my mind is thinking we can do this a little bit more efficiently. And one is definitely using special interfacing. That would make this go a whole lot faster. Isn't that more work ending up with the same result exactly? So we are definitely streamlining this. All right. So again, there is grid workout, like grid interfacing you could use. I don't have any that I could do this with right now. But we're gonna go trying to use our what was given to us, but not cutting them into teeny tiny little pieces, because I'm telling you, they're teeny tiny little pieces that you would stitch back together. So I'm gonna go take 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna say we're gonna take 4 of these across. So this is, I'm going to show you how you're going to take a kit and kind of make it your own right now. That's what I'm going to do. Sorry, Lynn. That's what we're doing. All right. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 across. Oh, can't give you anything, but this is what I'm doing. I'm taking that and doing that there. You guys can see what I'm doing. And then the next one is, again, taking this background, and we are going to go in here again. I'm sure this is going to be a little off because when we sew things together, we're not taking in consideration the seams, the seam allowances. So we're going to have to fudge this a little bit. I have a feeling. But I really do not want to sew 1,001 little teeny tiny pieces. It's not how I want to spend my morning. Good morning, Nancy. So we're going to do that. We're going to do that. We have 1, 2, 3. Okay. So this is where it's going to get a little, where we might have to cut stuff down. And this, I can sew this and always trim this down to what would need to happen. So the next part is where it's going to get a little crazy. So it is, so we are going to take these and we are going to cut these. I'm going rogue on this. We are going to cut these in, no, we're not. We're going to take 2 of them and put them here. There we go. I'm going to take 2. I need a pencil. So this is what I would be doing when you're not around. I would be coming in here with my pencil, my paper, and I would be figuring this out. So we have that, we have that. I did this, 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 and this. So then I need one of these underneath. Full one of those underneath. It's going to be off. I'm telling you, I already know that I've got this off, but I can't imagine having to sew all this. You know what? This is the bad thing about sometimes going live. You get Let me see what else can I do here. This is where it's getting a little crazy. Okay, we're going to take some of this and we're going to cut these to the perspective colors. I'm going to trim these down. I'm gonna kind of do this in 4 packs and 4. This is how my mind works. I'm looking at this and I may do these like in 4 patches to get what we need. Okay, so I'm gonna take some of these and then I am gonna take some of, I'm gonna take 4 of these. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm gonna take 4 of these and cut these down to the perspective size. Do it your way, save time. You're gonna make it beautiful. Work smart, not harder, right? So I'm gonna take these and I'm gonna cut these down, and then I'm going to take some of my A's, and I have a pile here. I'm gonna move them over, and I am going to cut some of these down. Let's see how many I can use for a 4 patch. So that's a 4 patch, that's a 4 patch, that's a 4 patch, that's a 4 patch. This here is a 4 patch. This here is a 4 patch, that's a 4 patch, and that's a 4 patch. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So I would need 23 of these, not together. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I understand why now. 4, they cut them in small pieces to kind of blend them all. 4, 8, 12. I don't even have enough for 20. So what in the world? I'm looking at this picture again. 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I'm going to take one of these and I'm going to cut that right there in the small squares. And I'm going to take one of these here and put that in 4 squares. And I'm going to take one of these here in 4 squares. Okay. So we're going to come on over here and figure this puzzle out. I look at it as a puzzle. A beautiful puzzle piece. With 1,000 pieces. I don't like 1,000-piece puzzles. I'm too impatient. All right. So what we are learning here is how to modify a pattern. That's right. I don't like the many pieces. So that's what this lesson is today. And this is truly what I would be doing. All right, so I'm going to take this and I am going to cut it into the pieces that they want. I can't believe it. I almost bought this yesterday at Joann's. I had a gift card and I'm trying to use it up before. And I did yesterday, but okay. Okay, we're going to just start sewing here. Here we go. I'm also going to move some colors around, I think. Add some different colors in. I'm even thinking maybe because I'm in a Valentine mood, somehow adding hearts to this on an applique on top. but it's gonna have to not be a straight stitch applique. It may have to be some other kind. And oh, that's right, that doesn't work right now. Everything is falling apart in this room. Oh, I'm gonna bring this closer. Good morning, Nikki. And I'm gonna put on different glasses. You're gonna see me change my everyday glasses to close-up glasses because I'm gonna need it for all this reading. All right, here we go. So we need now, here's my pencil. You know, a highlighter would be good for this right now. So we could I could highlight. See, do I have a highlighter here? Yes, I do. I have a highlighter. This might be helpful. Okay, so I did this and we did that. So I need to do this 4 patch here. And that 4 patch there is a couple of these dark ones here. So I am gonna go ahead and, so the thing is with these directions, it doesn't tell you what colors to use. There is absolutely no color chart. So you have to make your own executive decision on how you want that to look. So these here, on this spot here, that's all the same as this background. So we're gonna put that over here because that's the same. And I am gonna go ahead and I don't know, we'll pick this one here. In that case, I'm gonna get a little tiny cutting mat. Here we are. All right, and we're gonna cut this. And the thing is, it looks like I'm not prepared because I'm not. I'm showing you what happens before. This isn't supposed to be a prepared thing. This is showing you how I prepare. Good morning, Lori. Here we are. So I have those. So we're gonna need to do, I'm actually gonna use the front of this instead of the back of this. So I'm gonna use this and this, right? And then I am going to use this and this. Okay, so this piece here is like a darker one. Let's see, maybe this one here. This one here, we'll go with this one. All right. Here we go. Got colors. So this one goes here. This one comes here. And these two come here. So that's going to be 1 4 patch there. And then the next 4 patch is, well, let's do that one. This one's a little bit of a stinker. It's not my quick and easy. I thought it was going to be quick and easy. I think it is. If you cut all those squares up, it's an easy sew. It's a grid, basically a grid type of quilt. Okay, so that 4 patch, that's sewn. So let's go to the next one. The next one is this here, and then these two. So everybody's brain works different. So you might have even a different way of doing this than I do right now. There's several ways one can do this right now. Catherine, good morning. Turning on my iron. Nikki, good morning. It is so cold out there. I am cold. I am not looking forward. I'm probably going to have to take my car to work today, even though it's across the street. I do not think -4 degrees sounds good to walk in. But the sad truth is, by the time I park my car and walk from the parking lot to the school, I might as well have walked. Okay, so here we are. I'm definitely going to use some of these leaders and enders with this. Now, let's so this is my unique spin on this whole thing. And yes, some of this is wonky this morning. It's okay. All right, so we are now going to put this here. That goes there. And let me see. Yeah, it's a little wonky. It's okay. We'll cut everything down. We'll be looking good. All right, so we have that. Then we need one that is, if I'm just looking at the picture right now. This here, this, and this. And I'm only looking on the picture for color placement. So we're gonna have that. And then we're gonna put this, and we have another row done on that quilt. We have that, and we're going to put this down. Now, I'm sure seam allowances is going to be real important here. So I guess with this being that it is a little mixture of everything, probably pressing seams open would be beneficial. I'm just going to go with it and see what happens. All right, here we go. So this here, now remember, I'm doing quadrants of 4, and then I'm going to cut everything down so that we all are working on the same size, because clearly that's too big. And this is a little wonky, even though the center is perfect. And then this comes this, wait a second. One, okay, so this doesn't go there. This goes there. Okay. This does go there. And then this one comes here. All right, so we have that. Then the next quadrant, pulling out all kinds of stuff to help us. The next quadrant that we're going to work on. So we've worked on this quadrant, that quadrant. Well, section. Take a Post-it note if you're doing this. Watch, I'm going to show you a trick. And another Post-it note, and then we know that we're working on this right here. So we're going to come back over here. It's going to look like a hot mess right now, but it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. So, puzzle piece, we are going to work on that. We need one of those and one of those. That's one, right? Oh, you can't even see that, can you? Right there. That's one. The next one is another one of these, another one of these, and then we need one more of these, and that's really not the same one. Well, we're going to go with this one because it looks like the one in the picture, kind of, in a way, a little bit. All right, so we have this 4-patch there. I wish I had a lot of little boards. I might have to make a whole bunch of little boards. Oh, you know what? I do have little boards. Wait. I found these the other day. And I haven't put batting on them, but I'm gonna work on putting batting on these and making them like little tiny design boards. But look, I can go ahead and put that on there. That's the first one. Now the next one, you could probably use a paper plate. Put the next one on here. And then the next one is a whole one. And the next one here is and then we need a dark one again. So we're gonna take this dark one and cut this. All right, and then we'll put that dark one on here. Oh, I can't wait. Today I'm gonna make these all into tiny design boards. All right, so we have that, because that'll even be good for my cotton cuts, I think. All right, so I made several design boards in various sizes due to space constraints right now, and they are useful. Yes, I'm gonna definitely work on that. Maybe we'll work on that in this live after maybe I get this done. So now I'm gonna just put these aside here, and I'm gonna just start constructing my 4 patches again. Get my next one. I don't need that. That's just a regular one. We'll put that over here. And now I'm going to come in and cut in between the 2s, right? Groups of 2. These are my 4 patches. Again, you can follow the directions and lay this all out. So this kind of quilt, you have to lay the whole, you have to cut everything in small pieces and then lay it out. And then sew it. Barb got her blanket yesterday, so that was exciting to hear. She's all excited about it. And I was fast. I sent that sucker out Monday, and she got it by Wednesday. That's incredible. All right, so sometimes I forget that's there. So bring that back, bring this back, and we're going to iron. And let's see. Good morning, Andrea. Oh, this is right up your alley, Andrea. This is a grid quilt. All right, here we go. Now we're going to go back to the design board here. And we are going to, oops, did I just, sorry. It was a beautiful quilt. Yes, it was. Okay. It was fun to make. We made it together. So that's what makes it extra special, is that we made it together. That goes there, and this goes here. It looks a little wonky right now. I know. We're just pressing things. I mean, not pressing things, but we're just setting things up. We're going to cut everything down. It's the way my brain works. All right, so now we have a different color that has been introduced. And the color that has been introduced is, what color? Oh, it's like a gray, but I don't see it in this pack. Let's see. It must be this, but because I don't see a gray in this pack. And it did say colors might vary. Oh, here. Maybe it's this. Maybe it's this. We're going to go with this. We're going to go use this color. All right, I think I have pretty much all of them. Let's come here. So I didn't see grays. I see lots of white, but I didn't see gray. Oh, wait, here's gray right in front of my face. Okay. So we're going to take a gray and we're going to chop a lot that. Oh, that's weird. That's weird. If you notice, see this charm pack? Look at, do you see what I see? It veered off. It went whoop. So I am going to have to actually trim that down. Look at that. It was off by that much. All these squares are a little wonky, and that's why I'm going to trim everything down. Wilmington Prince, what did you do when you cut this charm pack? Probably just a fluke. All right, so here we are. We're going to grab our boards again, and we're going to build our quilt. Yep. So we have, oops, not that. Not that. We have this one. This one. Oh, and then it has another lighter blue. Aha, found it. Here it is. So we're gonna take that. Cut this into 4. All right, so now we have that. We have the lighter one, and we have another one of these. So that's the first one. And then we have another one of this. Let's see, and we need to cut another one of these. This is the background squares. I'm going to put that here. So that's the second block. And then the third block is over here. And the fourth block. So this is like puzzles, right? We're basically building a giant puzzle. I don't even know what color that other one is. I think it's this. We're going to go with this. Yep, it's that. All right, so we are going to put this at the bottom, and we're going to sew. Again, this quadrant. Well, I shouldn't say quadrant. That's the word, wrong word. It's the row, not a quadrant. I'm sorry. Quadrant is something that's like cut into four. It's a row. We're working on a row. So these boards, I remember, these were boards that had books in between them when they came to school, and the teacher was going to throw them out. I'm like, no, they're like mini bolts of some sort. And I thought I was going to wrap fabric around them, and I ended up making my sandpaper board, which I can't show you because it fell and I didn't pick it up last night, now that I remember. I took two of these boards and, oops, look at what I did. I took two of these boards and put sandpaper. Okay, let's put that back how it belongs. This goes there, that goes there, and that goes there. Okay. I use packing tape, and I just really packing tape that really a lot. And then I glued a piece of sandpaper on there. But these would be great if I just glued on batting, I think, for little small design boards. You know what? Okay, so we have 2, 2, and 2. Here we go. We're going to put our next 4 patches in this row together, and then we'll put these up on the design wall. My honey's been busy making thumbnails, and some of them are a bit ridiculous. Like I told him, like way too ridiculous even to probably put up. But he's like, but why? I was like, okay, we're going to put them up. So when you start seeing wacky thumbnails, no, it's not my doing. Practice for my puzzle quilt. There you go. And then we'll zip these right through. Boy, I didn't even make my tea this morning. Must have been really off. All right, so now we're going to iron these. I'll put those there. probably should put this on there. There we are. It's probably a little bit better and sturdier than what I was doing. But this is me. I'm like a mad scientist in my room, cooking up all kinds of experiments. Should call it experimental quilting. Good morning, Deb. Good morning, Melanie. I'm just gonna come right over here for a second. I'm gonna turn on, wipe my nose. Sorry, didn't want to do that on camera. All right, here we are. So we're up to there. And now we are putting, and that's not that right quadrant. Here it is. This quadrant goes, not quadrant. I keep doing this. This 4 patch goes on this row. And this one is here. I hope this comes out by the time I'm done. If not, this one goes here. And this one is here. I'm not sure if I got my colors going right. I'm like now second guessing myself, but we're just gonna keep marching on. We're gonna keep marching on. So you're gonna look at that and be very confused. I'm just gonna turn on my teapot real quick. All right, teapot's on. So we're gonna go back to this and let's see, do I have enough of these? These are all the light ones and just 2, 3. So I need a couple more. Oh, I'm talking to no one. I'm gonna need a couple of more of these cut. So let's cut a couple right here. Table runner, yes. I'm making my own way of doing it. I'm modifying this to my likes, which is not, I may be giving myself more work. I don't really know if I'm saving anybody time. In my head, I'm saving myself time. Okay, so that goes in that pile. I need a whole bunch of these, which I have. Oh, no, I don't. Those are like a different color. That's this color. Okay. And I have no grays left. Oh, look, I have this color. More of that color. Oops, now I may have cut way too many white. We'll see. And then I need gray again. All right, so here we go with my board. What's up with, oh yes, thank you. Hi, Annette. So now we're gonna have 2 of these white ones, this gray one, and I think that is a lighter version. Yes, so I can't tell if that's the background or the light, and it doesn't, let me go look at the back here. Doesn't tell me. Okay, so this, we're gonna go with saying that it is the light. So that's one. I'm gonna put the next square we're working on. That looks like this and this. Let me see if that's, this, dark, okay, yeah. And then the next one is gray, a light blue, and two of these. Okay, so I need, here's a light blue here. I'm gonna quickly cut that in half. Oops. All right, so that goes there. And now we are going to sew these right up. These squares are a little wonky. Just putting it out there the way, even though I just cut them in four. Oh, Joe's here. Good morning. So Joe has, she has something that's going on in her channel where she is fundraising for the little puppies and animals, right? Puppies, kitties, maybe all kinds of animals at that shelter or whatnot. She has an Etsy shop, is that correct? Is that correct, Joe? You have an Etsy shop in which people can go over. Well, in any case, I shared her posts. It's on my community tab. If anyone's interested, she has a pass it forward situation going on her channel. So go check that out. Good morning, Zaza. And Joe, you could write more, you could put more information about what you're doing, your pass it forward. You could write about it in the comments. So I'm just over here playing with my fabric because that's what I like to do first thing in the morning. I mean, I could make this a lot easier on myself and pin that, right? That's what I've been doing, but for some reason I'm feeling I need that tactile feeling of fabric in the morning. There is something soothing about touching fabric. All right, we have this row of 4 patches, and I'm going to come here and iron those up, or press, or whatever the lingo is you want to use. Unfortunately, I've got to figure out with these whole kennel quilts. When I've been putting them together, I've been using my walking foot and don't have that. So here we are. We have these. We're going to go now back up here. And we are going to put these up. So now we have these 2, and they're going to come here. And I'm going to put this next. All right, and then this one comes next. And this one here. Now I'm going to pour myself some hot water in a cup, and I'll be right back. So let that all sink in. All right, I'm back. So here we are. There is my mug someone sent me. And then today's tea is Christmas in Paris. They don't know I'm doing this. I didn't get it. Nobody sent me this. This is just, I've been drinking the though some people sent me gingerbread tea and apple cider or apple cinnamon tea. That I did. I drank the apple cinnamon tea when I was in Puerto Rico. All right, so here we are. Oh, I love it. It's like a peppermint. It's got little nodes of peppermint and chocolate. So it's really good. Getting better, pain control at night, getting up 4 hours plus sleep, going back to work is helping. Oh, good. So we have that. Now I'm moving down to the next row. And then the next row is a whole lot of white. And of course, I cut up a whole lot of this white. That was no bueno. Okay, so we have one. So we have one whole one that needs to come up. That goes there. And then the next board has 3. 1, 2, 3 with one of the lighter ones, I think. Is that right? Yep, with one of the lighter ones. And then we have the next one is 2 of these white and one of the lighter ones. here. Oh wait, I did that. I'm sorry. This one is the picture at this point gets a little fuzzy. Sorry. So this one is actually not that. It is this, our background, gray, another gray, and a light one. So I don't think there's any more gray in this pack. Even though they like me to say that there's gray in here, there is no gray. But she gave us this, which is binding, and that is the same gray. So guess what? I'm gonna have to cut into it. Because if I follow this, but I'm only off one square, how could that be? Let me count the squares. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and it really has 9. Oh, very strange. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. That's the dark. All right, so you know what? We are just going to go, being that this is the center here, I'm just going to use this piece right here. It's not really going to affect too much. And then this, unfortunately, because I cut this by accident, I'm going to have to sew these 4 together. Should have been left whole, but stuff happens. Okay. So, because I chop-a-lapa, I got all excited. Chop-a-lapa too much. Could have saved this square. I think there's going to be a lot of lessons learned with this. All right, so we have all those quadrants done. I mean, the quadrants, rows. I keep doing that. The quadrants is stuck in my head. There are no quadrants. They're rows. So we have the whites. This is truly a 5 a.m. creation right now. Oh, we're at 6:30. Okay, we're going to press these and then put them on our row. There's no rhyme or reason of what's going on over here as far as pressing seams. Press them open. All right, so here we are. So I put the single one there put this one right here. This one goes like this. And this one here. All right. And thank you, Joe. Kind of read that. I know it looks a little wonky. So now I'm going to just show you here. So how I've done this to kind of keep track is I've moved my Post-it down and then come down here. In the back, there is kind of like a thing back here, but it doesn't tell you the colors. And so that is why I'm doing this. So now we're going into other realms of whites and then that other white. So there's no more of this white. So this picture isn't necessarily accurate. So we are going to use some lighter, because I need this is in there. Let's see. Yep, it's going to be this. That's kind of not that great that you don't get enough of the white that they have in this picture here. It's okay. We are going to, and I have here. Okay, so let's start with this. That's the same white as that. And this is even a different shade. We're just going to go with it. So there's these, clearly these are this fabric. We're going to go with this. And that's one. This comes here. And we're going to have to cut more of these. You know what? I want a smaller ruler. I know I have a smaller one, but it's all the way over there. So we're not going. We're going to continue with this. So we're going to go with this. That would be the second one. So this is going to be the tip of this. So that would be here. And are those two the same color blues? Let's see. Oh, I see. Okay, so that would go here. Okay, that makes sense. So this would be the 1, 2, this goes here, and then, uh-oh, I don't have this quite right. And more of these. These 3 would go there. And then I need 2 of, what color is, 2 of these. And 2 of that other color that was introduced, which I think is this one here. So I'm just going to kind of line that up. So I have that. Oh, and I have that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I have 4 boards? I don't have 4 boards. I have that board here, this board, okay, and this board. Okay, 4 boards. Let's go. And right, so almost ready to make our 4 patches again. I cut in between every other one, so we have sets of 2 for any of those who are following me new. And I'm making a table runner. And here we go. So I'm hearing rumblings of people want more 5-yard quilts made from that, from Fabric Cafe. Maybe a couple different other patterns that they have. So I am toying with the idea with one. Here we are. Let's go ahead and do the pressing of the next set that's going to go on here. And then we may be halfway on this. And we're just going to maybe, I don't know. We'll see how far I get. We will see how far I get on this. Let's see. Good morning, Teresa. So Teresa, the Awkward Quilter GA just put up a video about machine quilting. I saw it yesterday, her dress. So go check that out. Think Joydy's doggy's not feeling well? Oh, so sorry. Okay, we're going to put this here. And that goes there. Comes here. That comes there. All right, so that's not right. Knew something wasn't right because I'm looking at the picture. I'm like, something's off. That's what it should look like. Okay, so this is this half. And now we're going to go to the next. So the next, again, I don't have enough of this color, so we're going to just start blending in fabric. So we'll put this here and maybe this can go here, because that's a set of 4. This goes here, and I'm not sure what we're gonna do with this. This has that. Oh wait, I do. I have enough. I have enough. Ish. Let's see, that one's a whole one. That's a whole one. We're just gonna have to put this to make do there. All right, so we have 1 4 patch we're doing on this right here. And I kind of fudged it a little, just like I had to up there because it didn't have the color. That was the best row ever. That went by quick. All right, so we're gonna come over here. I'm gonna show you, I put in that good morning, Joyce. Put that right into here. Have you been watching Terry with her cute? I know her cutie adventure is so cute. So weird watching Leanna cut with her left hand. Yeah, I know. I don't know what's going on, but that's still a mystery. And hopefully I will get some answers today. All right. So this is where we go into the wonky world of adding some more colors that we don't have. What I have here is some browns, and I'm not much of a brown girl, and some greens. I like greens, clearly. And then this as our light color. So I'm going to contemplate where I'm going with this, because honestly, I might be going a little bit different direction. So we're going to hold off. This is half of this table runner. We're going to finish this. Go try to finish it today. We'll see. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to not know what the heck I'm doing. Actually, that's the funny thing. This one's stumping me just a little. We're going to go and we're going to see where all these rectangles are. I think I'm going to cut into this. I really do think I'm going to cut into this backing a little bit. And maybe I'll find a different backing. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. I'm not the only one who made this. Other people made this. They made it identical and they were fine, or they did what they needed to do. I'm going to take the median of this here, right here. We'll do it right here. So most of these are 4.5. Some are a little bit more than 4.5. So what I need to do is come in here. Oh, now I took this off. Where did I take this off? How did I take this off? Okay, this goes this way. No, this goes. Yikes, what did I do? I think I sewed this wrong. Ha, I just caught myself. This comes here. Yeah, I sure did. So let me fix this. Oh, wait, no, I just put them in different spots. This is supposed to be here. And this one is supposed to be here. Okay. See, that's good. Now I'm going to just look really quick. I have everything. Okay. So these are around 4.5. Some of them are a little bit bigger. Let me find a 4.5 inch. Here we are. So I'm going to just come here. So we're going to move all this. Oh, I did. You know what? What did I do with that? I bought mats yesterday. I bought mats at the Dollar General, dish rag or dish mats or whatever it is you told me to buy. I bought them. Guess no helpful this morning because they're in the car still. So I'm going to come in here with this and atrociously see what's going on. Actually, it actually is pretty good. So this is a Creative Grids one, so I can just follow the line here and here. But as you can see, these charm packs are all different sizes. Well, the squares, some of the squares were a little wonky. So we're going to trim and put that there. And I'm going to trim all these to 4.5. So unfortunately, you're on here watching me trim these. So you could say that I could have cut these a little bit more careful, and I wouldn't have to have done this. But to tell you the truth, I would have had to sit there and cut every single square to 5 inches because they were actually pretty wonky. I showed you how some were on diagonal. Some I caught ahead of time. I'm not used to this. I should probably get my other rotary cutter. This rotary cutter is new to me. All right, and that goes there. So because these are 4.5, right? I took the medium of what that was. I'm actually just going to cut all around this because, like I said, I can't trust that necessarily. So that's that row there. Now I'm going to work on the next row. They call these 5 carats. Definitely are bigger than 5 carats, but whatever. So if you have bought this kit, my suggestion to you is you can go ahead in and cut down your squares to 8.5, or you could do this. I mean, either way, you gotta still spend time cutting it down. For me, this is a little better because then I get to trim it exactly after sewing it, exactly to the measurement. And I rather cut down to the exact measurement right before I put in the rows. I don't know about you. Uh-oh, I think I missed. Yep, I did. There's one more side over here I have to get. And now I have to see how that goes back in. All right, so I have 2 rows done, and then this gray and dark one comes this way. And I'm gonna just double check with my stuff that I have placed everything. Okay, so we now have, good morning, Barb. I see Barb. We're gonna take our next row and do the same. I'm going to move. How about that? Should see my floor here. Got a lot of, put that far away. I hope I placed that right. Let's see. That one is, yes, I placed that right. And look at this. There's a lot. It's not like a little too. So these are clearly a generous 5. Okay. Well, you know, the square that they gave us to start the charm. Everybody's charm is different. Everybody's charm is different. That's why sometimes pre-cuts drive me bananas, honestly. Oh, yesterday I went to Joann's and to use up my gift card, and I bought a book because, like, I need another book, like I need a hole in my head. And we probably all do it, right? So I bought another book, and it was the Fat Quarter Shop Perfect 5, using the Perfect 5 ruler. I don't even have a Perfect 5 ruler. I don't know what even possessed me to buy that book. I'm thinking about returning it because when I looked at it, I realized I needed this special Perfect 5 ruler that I don't even have. All right, so we're going to go to the next here. So I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe I'm thinking I would almost like this. If I cut out some hearts, I can put some hearts in here. And I don't know. I'm trying to think the other colors. I don't have all the colors. There are some, but I can see clearly. And I want more of a uniform look. Let's see. But then it might end up looking like a red, white, and blue tablecloth, which isn't a bad thing. I add fabric from my stash. All right, so put this in. Now look at this. This is very big. I'm putting that far away from me. All right, let me make sure that that is placed incorrect. Yep. And then this last one. At least you being here is keeping this all PG. So I'm getting there. Let's see. I move this over. Here, you know, yesterday I never did tell you the answer. For some of you who were on my 7 a.m. show, which is about ready to start in a minute, Sonny Bono was a congressman of what state? So I think most of you put California in, and that is the correct answer. It is California. And so I have this whole one, and that one goes this way. All right, here we go. Put this way over here. How to handle, oh wait, we already did this. How to handle a fender, did we? No, we didn't. How to handle a fender bender in a foreign country. How to handle a fender bender in a foreign country. A, write down your passport number and driver's license, then give it to the other driver. B, do not get out of the car. Turn on your hazard lights and proceed to the nearest police station. Or C, call the authorities to determine if a police report is required for all accidents in that country. And I don't know where we went on vacation. So I'm wearing this to work. And I'm going to go to work looking like a hot mess. Well, I'm going to put a sweater over it. Well, that's true. I'm putting a sweater. Let me go get a smock. C. You have a lot of people who say C. This may prevent some I don't know, I might still get them on my sleeves. All right, so I have a 5-inch, I think, Walmart. I only shop there. So here we go. It is C, call the authorities to determine if a police report is required for all accidents in that country. How to recognize, so now after we got out of that fender bender, where are we going? First, let's go. Where are we going? Give me an idea. Where could we be going? I want to know where we're going. Oh, that one was trimmed. That one was trimmed. That one, maybe this one wasn't trimmed. This may be where I left off. Yeah, if anyone has one of those, I'm going to bring the book out tomorrow probably. If anybody has one of those extra, whatever 5-inch thing that this book requires, I don't know. It was some neat, I thought some neat patterns we could play with. Perfect 5. I think it's called the Perfect 5 ruler. So where are we going on vacation, y'all? India. Let's go to Spain. Let's go to Scotland and visit Zaza. I like that. Okay, we're going to go to Scotland and visit Zaza. We're all visiting Zaza. We got into a fender bender. Okay. And so now we know what to do that. But unfortunately now it's gone from there. Turkey, they drive like lunatics. Well, okay. So now we need to recognize how to recognize Legionnaire's disease. Legionnaire's disease. We gotta figure that one out. Hold on, I need to figure this out for right now too. Okay, so this goes this way. Legionnaire's disease. A, symptoms include yellow spots on the face accompanied by an inability to concentrate. B, symptoms include sores around the mouth, crusting on the eyes, weakened fingernails, and nausea. Or C, symptoms include fever, headache, and muscle pain, followed by dry cough. Oh no, I hope I didn't have Legionnaire's disease this week. Some of those symptoms we can, well, I don't know about the yellow spots. Maybe not the yellow spots. See. Yes, she can make us scones. We don't have to travel to get that. We can get that right here. Yes, we can. I actually, my honey knows someone who just came out of the hospital from it. So you absolutely can. They were by the city, though. It's funny. Every Olfa one is so different. I have the Lori Holt one. I think it feels different than this one. It's just because it said, the first question said we were in a foreign country. So that's why I said, where are we going? Joydy, there's a bizarre request. It is probably just a regular 5-inch ruler, I would think. Oh, you know what? I didn't really even look at it yesterday. It's still in the car. It lurks in water, pipes, and AC vents. I don't want to any illnesses when I travel, especially in visiting Zaza. True, me too. So it is C, but symptoms include fever, headache, muscle pain, followed by dry cough. And those are all things I'm experiencing right now. I don't think I have Legionnaire's, but their flu is what is going around school. I got a flu shot. That doesn't mean anything. I know. I'm actually feeling better. Yesterday, I really needed yesterday off to kind of recoup. There we go. I just want to check something out there. That is right. Okay. So now we're on our last row of this. Let's see. How to recognize a victim struck by lightning. A, the person suffers from muscle aches, body tingling, and amnesia. B, the person suffers from temporary blindness and sweats profusely. Or C, the person sweats from a severe headache and is irrationally anxious. Well, if I was struck by lightning, I think I would be irrationally anxious. I mean, just saying. Today is Thursday, right? You all keep me in check on what the days are. All right, so we have now these two, and we can start sewing this part of the table, this easy, simple table runner. I might have to change the title just a little bit. Sometimes, you know, we put titles on and it is easy if you follow it step by step and you don't go wacky like I am, modifying things. I honestly thought because it said it was a charm pack runner and I did not read the instructions, I just thought all those squares were charm packs and we were just going to go breeze right through it. They will have a burn where the lightning exits, smoke coming out of the body. It looks pretty much like every other 5-inch by 5-inch. Ruler costs 19. Well, that's more than the book. No, maybe that book is going back and I'll buy something else. Someone who was struck by lightning, they were running and they were actually blown out of their sneakers and they were in shock but fine. Hair frizzied. I don't think being anxious is irrational if you've been struck by lightning. Exactly. I might not be able to even leave my house after that, maybe. I don't know. So if that ruler is $19.95 and I can't use my regular ruler, we might be returning that book and going for something else, because I don't need another ruler in my life right now. Well, I do actually. I do need more rulers in my life. I'm sending anything extra that's been given to me or what I have here that are doubles to Puerto Rico. But I mean, I don't need to buy a $20 specialty ruler. I guess that's what I should say. Okay, so it's A. The person suffers from muscle aches, body tingling, and amnesia. How to react when a car is about to rear end you. Didn't we have like something like this yesterday? Okay, but now I guess we're getting rear-ended instead of front-ended. These sneakers would help to earth them. Okay, so yesterday from impact, we're going to rear-ending. A, resist the urge to turn around, lean your head back against the seat. B, put your hands on the steering wheel with your arms outstretched and close your eyes and mouth. Or C, lean as far to the right over the passenger seat as possible. Okie dokie. Oh, I didn't do the top. I need to do these. But we can do all these four. I'm just going to take these four and kind of we're just going to cut them all. Okay, we got them all. So now we're gonna just sew these across. And let's see. Oh my, please, if you do that, pray for families of the midair crash early this morning over DC. I got to go. This is hitting home by. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I didn't even know. I guess I better turn on my TV. So maybe we shouldn't do any of these worst case scenarios. Leanna, can the pattern be modified or use a 6-inch ruler and the waist fabric if you like the pattern? I don't know. Can the patterns be modified? I'm going to have to look at the book. I don't even have the book in front of me. I didn't hear that. So sorry, Annette. I am so sorry. I had no clue. I guess I better turn on the TV. All right. So let's move on to something more cheerful. Okay? Let's move on to something more cheerful. Let's go to, I just heard the crash now. I just got a phone call. It had nothing to do with your game. Oh, okay. It uses charm squares. But still, now that I know that that's happened, that, we could just move on to something else. We don't have to play something after a tragedy. We don't have to play something like that. I had no clue. I'm glad it wasn't the game. I'm sorry about the phone call you just had. That crash happened last night. Well, I went to bed at 7:30 last night. So, and I'm with you all. So I'm not doing that. Honestly, lately, no known survivors. Oh my God, that's terrible. It was a plane and a military helicopter. That's terrible. Oh my goodness. So sorry for all those folks out there. Annette, you know where to find me if you need. All right, so let's go with, here we go, New School. What cartoon features Cartman, Kenny, Stan, and Kyle? I have no idea. This is a New School. What cartoon features Cartman, Kenny, Stan, and Kyle? I guess so. So I used to watch the news all the time, and then I stopped for I don't know, for most of last year I stopped. And South Park is I don't know, so you guys might be right. And I was always anxious and full of somewhat anxiety. And I actually found that my anxiety went a little bit better, right? And then I started watching the news again. Big mistake. And again, I'm feeling I'm on edge all the time. So I was trying to give myself... I went to bed last night and I did watch the news, but I didn't hear about that. And so needless to say, I probably just should stay away from it, because now I'm a little bit of ball of nerves. All right, so I'm picking mine up and then we're going to start doing it. So South, going through my fabric today to pick fabric for my 3-yard quilt today. Oh, wonderful. Which quilt are you making, Joydy? Yeah, I'm a nervous wreck every time I turn on that TV. I'm like, okay, well, what's going to happen now? And especially in New York City. I mean, New York City is the worst news ever. The things that are going on in the city makes me nervous. I feel I live happier when I'm just in my world of quilting. And Joydy, I need some 5-yard bundles for a book. Some 5-yard bundle for a book. Joydy, are you going into business? Thumbs up, miss. And watch 30 minutes at least of cartoons of any time. Well, here we go. Robbie. Good morning, Robbie. A thumbs up, miss. I was told by my doctor over 20 years ago not to watch the 10 p.m. news, where are your children, and watch your 30 minutes at least of cartoons or any types of comedies. That was his prescription, and I followed it. I totally there with you. I'll just watch some, like me. I'll watch some YouTube if I can, or something else. I'm in love with the one on the cover of the quilt book. Oh, I made that one. This one? Are we talking about this one or this one? I don't know. I made this one, not this one. Oh, by the way, 3,000 subscribers. One of you all get this. So, welcome in. And I'm waiting on my copy. Something very easy, either the diamond quilt you did or the topsy-turvy. Oh, I love that topsy-turvy one. Good morning, Sheila. So I am going to finish the one I did the diamonds on tomorrow's. Michelle has to make, well, he made me the thumbnail, and it's quite hysterical. It's not quite what I wanted, but it was hysterical. It was definitely a good laugh. So I may actually use it, and we are going to finish that diamond quilt. I have it all there. I was going to try to keep it to make a tutorial, and then I had decided that I'm just not going to. I'm not going to make it into tutorial. I'm just going to finish it up on here. So that's what we're going to do. That diamonds one did go pretty quick. And topsy-turvy goes quick too. I've done topsy-turvy so many times. All right, so the cartoon characters are from South Park. You are all right. Good morning, Deborah. Oh, you're new to this channel. Well, welcome to our craziness and madness here. We have another new school question, and it is, wait, what? Okay. Steve Rosenak, Ronald Wayne, and Steve Jobs are the founders of what company? New school. I'm not pinning today. I should be pinning today. It's basically goes on how I feel. Like someone asked, I think it was Joe's live yesterday. She asked, how do you press your seams? And I wrote, depends on the day, it's how I feel. So this quilt kit, oh, by the way, the quilt kit is linked below in my description box. And if you just let Lynn know I sent you, that would be great. But anyway, so today is not only am I pressing how I feel, apparently I'm putting together this quilt how I feel and not using pins. We'll see how that works out for me. That might not work out for me, actually. I'm actually now starting to get panicked. It might not work out for me. So I'm going to come out here and quickly check myself. So here is row 1. This is row 2 and 3. Well, look, it's looking okay. So here, I'm going to put this here. Joydy is going scrappy. Oh, I love that. Yes, you go scrappy, Joydy. Hi, Anna. All right, so let's look and make sure that I am doing this right. Yes, I am. Okay, so now I'm going to, so this part is done. I'm going to pick up these and put that down and pick up this and put this down, and then we can come over here. So what do we think? Who has the founders of the company? Steve Wozniak, Ronald Wayne, Steve Jobs are the founders of what company? Did I miss that? Did you all put that in and I missed that? So far, things have been pretty good as far as nesting. So I guess that's why I haven't really been pinning. What do we have? Any apple? Apple. Okay, we have some apples. I think that's what it is. I didn't know the other two. I knew Steve Jobs. Ooh, look at this. I'm going to have to do something here. I did something here. I make mistakes. I totally lost this seam when I sewed this. Totally did. So, let's see. Not really, does not like me to do that. I'm going to have to do it the old, there we go. All right, so now I'm going to have to sew this right, which means that there's going to be a little bit, I'm going to be a little off, and that's all right. I'm going to come back from this just fine. So I have to now look at what row I'm at. I'm on the row right before it's all. So that was that row. And this is this row. So this goes to this, correct. And that goes like that. So I'm a little off, but that's totally okay. It will be hidden in the seams. Nobody's turning my quilt over and saying, oh, she's a little short there. I'm a short by 1/8 of an inch. Only 1/8, and guess what? We sew 1/4. So it'll be hidden. So it'll be hidden in there. And then the next should be fine. Yep. So what do we have? Apple. Apple. So it is apple. I'm pretty sure it's apple. Okay, let's go to, let's see, apple. Yep. So now we're going to go to boomer questions or old school. After Sonny and Cher's divorce, Cher remarried who? Who did Cher remarry? A, Greg Allen, B, Paul Newman, or C, Rock Hudson? Well, I don't think the one. I actually don't know. I want to say, if I had to guess, let's see what people put out there. Yeah, I think it's A. That's the one I think it is. I am going to put a pin right here. This one is. This is the one that we're fudging a little. So that's the one I'm going to pin. All right, so it is A, Greg Allen. Here's another question. How much did the popular Chatty Cathy doll, oh, Chatty Cathy. Okay, how much did the popular Chatty Cathy doll cost in the 60s? A, $4.54, B, $9.96, or C, $19.60? We have a lot of B's. A lot of B's. Now, I want to make sure this is right. The last two. Yep, got it right. So B is everyone's $9.96. Oh, when I went grocery shopping yesterday, let's talk about grocery shopping. My honey's been doing the bulk of the grocery shopping since I've been working so much. So I hadn't been grocery shopping really in a while. Except in Puerto Rico. I did the grocery shopping there, and then their prices made sense to me, okay? Because everything has to be brought on an island. Eggs at Aldi's was $5. $5 a dozen for eggs at Aldi's. Eggs at Aldi's usually cost like 96 cents. Even when it was the craze of the last time eggs went up, I still think it was like $3. It was like $5 and I don't know, 68 cents or something like that at Aldi's. And no wonder I've been getting so many phone calls from people wanting to purchase eggs for me. My girls, though, are not laying that many. And so I haven't sold any because we've been eating them. You know, I haven't had extra to sell. Normally I have lots of extra to sell, but I just don't now. So I'm glad that I've got my little girls. So anyway, so the Chatty Cathy cost about under $10, $9.96 back then. Okay, what is the Piggly Wiggly? And I just learned what this was. What is the Piggly Wiggly? A toy, a gym, or a grocery store? I think, Sheila, you're the one who told me what a Piggly Wiggly was. Someone did on that chat. Someone did on the chat that I was on. I don't know. We got eggs at a local farm, 18 for $4. Wow, that's super cheap. How do they pay the feed? I had to raise my eggs to $6 a dozen because the feed went up so much. And that was, what, 2 years ago. Really, the feed has gone up again, and I've just been absorbing the cost of it. But then again, I'm not like a mass farm. I'm just a backyard farmer. Grocery store, I have one about 1 mile away. So yes, I learned that that was a grocery store. Because I was like, what's a Piggly Wiggly? Okay. Who won the Country Music Association Female Vocalist of the Year for 1974? A. Loretta Lynn, B. Olivia Newton-John, or C. Tanya Tucker? Tanya Tucker. Tanya Tucker. Tanya, listen to me. All right. We actually have this half of the runner done. We have half of the runner done in my cockeyed way, but we have it done. So we have A's and B's. I got my eggs free. My landlord has 100 hens, and she brings me more than I can use, so I send them to the church to share. Well, that's good. I never realized egg laying is tied to daylight. Yes, that's why eggs are tied to Easter, as when they get back to properly laying again. Yes, totally is. And we had our light on, and what we were noticing, or what my honey was noticing, because he takes care of them, but now that he's leaving, I'm taking care of them, which means that my mornings are going to be a little changed. I might have to get, I'm definitely going to have to get off of, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I have to now configure how long all that's going to be, because I have to do that. I can't believe your egg prices in the US. That's crazy. Yes. Well, so it is crazy. And we had a lot of A's and B's. I never thought of Olivia Newton-John as being a country music star. I thought it was Loretta Lynn. Let's see. It's actually Olivia Newton-John. Look at that. Olivia Newton-John. I had no clue. All right, so I'm going to put these back on the wall. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Let's see what I've done to this all. So, and I'm going to double check that I've got this all right. So, you know, this is about right. This here is supposed to be here. So this looks looking right to me. All right. So now we just need to put these together. I have these two. So I'm going to pick this up and pray that I will have done this right. I have hi Joan. I have 32 hens and are getting around 25 eggs a day. So do you have light on them? Zaza, it's partly the bird flu. Yes, I went to one. I went to one of her concerts back then. Wow. So Joan, do you have light on? I mean, so we had light on and we were getting lots of eggs, right? That's how we normally maintain them for years. But this flock, and normally the other flocks like the light. This flock does not like the light. And what we were noticing, it was freezing out there, like freezing. And these hens weren't going in their house. They were staying outside, perched on the outside perches, instead of coming in the house where the light was and where the warmth was. So we actually had to shut off the light because we were because our rooster got a little bit of frostbite on his comb, and then we were afraid that maybe, you know, we just didn't like that they weren't going in their house. So we shut off the light, and of course the egg production went, and that's okay because they're going in their house now. For some reason, this flock of hens just doesn't like the light. I've never had that happen before. But hey, you know what? It is what it is. And I will do, let me see how I put these seams so that I keep them right. I will do what I need to do to keep my hens happy. If it means less eggs for me, it means less eggs for me. But we're eating just fine. We have a good amount of eggs. Like I said, I sell normally the extra to help with the expenses here. And let's see, did that go good? This one goes this way. I am pinning here because I do realize that I can't go free willy-nilly on this part. And this is also where I have an area that needs to be fudged, which is right here. So actually, I'm going to put a big like pink one to let me know that when I get there to pay attention. No light, new layers. Wow. Has anyone seen Giovanna the last couple of days? I saw Giovanna yesterday. Yesterday, I did. She was here yesterday. All right, so here we are. Oops. And this is where we're fudging. So I just have to make sure everything is lined. And we're good. And then I have my next batch that goes here, and this goes under. So I am doing these in twos, and I'm trying to keep everything nested. So I'm just following along. Oops, I don't need a big long one. All right, which musician, wait, here it is. Is this the one? Let me see where we're at. Okay, we're in old school. Which musician or group did not play at Woodstock? Which musician or group did not play in Woodstock? A, the Beatles, B, the Who, or C, Jimi Hendrix? Some of mine are too bony, but most are dual purposes. Good morning, Bernice. Good morning, Pat. The Beatles. That's what I think. I think it's the Beatles, too. Is it the Beatles? Yep, the Beatles. Okay. Okay, so this is, again, old school. For a while, women were not allowed to show their blank on TV. This is an old school question. You fill in the blank. For a while, women were not allowed to show their blank on TV. What couldn't women show on TV? Legs, belly button. What do we have? Legs, belly button, chest, arms. Well, I would think that they couldn't show their back then on TV, because I don't know. Today things get risque, and can't believe what you can watch on TV nowadays, on regular TV. I'm like, you can curse now? You can do this? And apparently anything goes. Maybe not on like you know, regular networks. So, of course, I'm going to be inappropriate and they're going to say that you couldn't definitely show that. I don't know. Anne Margaret showed plenty of leg, not boobs, neck, chest area. I mean, if you watch Outlander, everything goes over there. Ooh, that guy Jamie, he is one hottie. Sorry, honey, if you're watching, but that Scotland, I can't wait to go to Scotland. Not only will I get to visit Zaza, I get to see all those glorious men over there. Oh, the network made a big deal out of I Dream of Jeannie showing her belly button. I think belly button. Didn't Dream of Jeannie change that? Eventually they did, not for a while. Okay, so it is the belly button. The belly button is it, and I think you're probably right. It is. It is that. All right. What MTV show, so this is new school, what MTV show featured celebrity kids having epic birthday parties? What MTV show featured celebrity kids having epic birthday parties? I have no idea. I would think anything goes on that channel. Yes, Nikki, I like that guy. Nelly, he's smoking. I know. That Jamie, let me tell you. Whew, that man. Zaza, do they all look like that in Scotland? Because, honey, oh, just for looks. I mean, just to go out and peek, not even like for serious. I love my honey, but man, oh man, that Jamie. Maybe I'll take honey with me and put him in a kilt. Look, I'm probably blushing red. I love the original. I love the original TV show. But what is this show? They didn't even give us choices. We're just supposed to figure out what MTV show featured celebrity kids having epic birthday parties. I don't know. I don't watch. And that's new school, so I'm assuming it's like MTV now. Is that a troll, Teresa? Yeah, I have no idea. Honey in a quilt. My super sweet 16. You're cracking me up today. Sorry, Hannah. Gotta tell you. That Outlander dude. And now he's on a new show. The couple next. I haven't watched that yet. Why do you think that show is so popular? Loads of Outlander I know. So you have no idea, Jody. So before Outlander, I had this thing that I had to go to Scotland. The Scottish guys, the accent, the whole 9 yards, girl. I'm just saying. I am like beyond, look, I'm blushing over here. I don't know. And then that show came out. I even watched his show that he did with the other guy where you went to visit Scotland and he took you to like the distilleries for whiskey. They went swimming. I don't remember what the show was called, but it's on Stars. Yeah. And then my friend here in New York knows him. Like literally, like really knows him. Like they text every day. They text in the morning. They text at night. They're like really good they're not like in any kind of relationship. They're just friends. And you know how they became friends? She was one of his biggest fans. And they met in person. He invited her when he came to New York City. And the line apparently to go sign his whiskey bottle, he has whiskey, was like down the street. I mean, like all the pictures. She was telling us this at the barbecue and showed us pictures, so it's all true. It's not even made up. Then I see the text. It's like, okay, this is for real. So anyway, and she had girls almost literally like attack her on the street of New York City because his detail had her. She went to the back of the line and they said no. I guess they had her picture and told her to come. Those girls were not happy. She said they were about ready to fight her in New York City. But anyway, so she got up there. They took pictures. And they are friends to this day, like legit friends. It is the sweetest thing. So he's a really nice guy. That was the only one time she met him, though. I don't know. She said something about him possibly coming to New York City again. And I didn't. I guess I should contact her. But anyway, yeah. So let's see. Let's see. Here we go. I've got to go all the way back. I will go to Scotland and help you look. Yes. Have you seen Henry Cavill? I don't know who he is, but if he's a Scot, he might be a hottie too. I don't know. Let's see. Yes, I watched that too. Men in Kilts. That's what I watched. Did you finish your fart beer card? Yes, Pat, we finished that on the live yesterday. I changed, of course, you know how to do something. I changed the borders completely, and I gave you how to change the borders, measurements, and that kind of stuff to make it a little bit bigger, more so. Good morning, Lisa. Morning, everyone. Just lurking and working. Yeah, I'm sure. Lisa heard a hottie, me talking about a hottie, and she is like, I'm getting in this conversation. Especially after the conversation we had on her live on Sunday. But anyway, so, which, yeah, I actually have to bring that out on a 7 a.m. portion and show you what I'm working on my legit kit. So I've had this half done. So you're going to see this half because we haven't mapped out the other half. And then I'm going to show you what I'm working on one of my other boxes. So nothing hotter than a man in a kilt, but he has to leave it on properly and have the bump for it, okay? She fit, yeah. So we have that. Good morning, Regina. You walked into some probably very funny, hysterical, not hysterical, inappropriate. I've been lurking while prepping dinner. The Witcher. Okay, I like The Witcher. He is British, so hot. Oh, Sheila, did you call that Florida shop about a new machine? I did not, Pat. I did not call that Florida shop by a new machine. Did you send me an email about that? Because I need an email about that. I don't know what Florida shop you're talking about. My email is Pastryqueen. I know you mentioned it, but I thought you were sending me an email. Pastryqueen13@gmail.com. Pastryqueen13@gmail.com. But I will. All right. The other thing is I was trying to keep it local so that she would service my machine and give me lessons. Okay, so here we are. That's that half. So where we're at on this is I'll tell you exactly where we're at. We are at, so we're at this tip and we're at 4 down. So that tip and then, wait a second, where are we now? I should have never taken this off. So we have this here, this right here. And wait a second, this here, and this here. So this is where we're at. We're at this part right here. If I am correct. we are at this part. Okay, so we're at this part here, and this is what I've got to figure out a little bit better. We're going to figure it out tomorrow because, I don't know, I've got to figure it out. We'll put this here. So we've done that. We're good there. Henry Cavill is Superman and soon to be the next Connor McLeod from the Clan McLeod. What is that? Is that another show I don't know about? Because that sounds like a yummy show too. The next Connor McLeod from the, I don't know what that is. Oh, Highlander. Another hottie in a quilt. Ay, Dios mío. So, where was I? Oh, let me go get it. Got thinking about men in kilts. Okay, so again, this here is all from Soft Squares. You can go and grab yourself a kit. I have the link down below. And then we have the Ginger Quilter, and I've opened this with you. This is her January box, and I make this on my channel. Oh, it's called Me Cloud. Me Cloud. Thank you. Me Cloud. So it comes with this. I read this. I was stumped. I called Natalie. I'm not called Natalie. I messaged Natalie. She got back to me right away. And I forgot that, yes, she did a tutorial on her channel. And I shared it on my community page when I opened up this box, I think the following week. So it's on my community page if you look at it. So I watched it again. And I did watch it and then shared it. But what I was having a hard time was figuring out how to actually construct the banner itself. And she didn't do that part on the channel. So then I read it over about 2 or 3 times and I think I figured it out. But I did watch her tutorial to make the letters. Yes, Sam Elliott, he's a cutie too. That's true. So I have all the letters. And let's see, but lately he has is looking his age. So I'm gonna put this over here because we are still working on this. We'll put that there. So being that, right, tomorrow's the last day of January. I should put this different, right? Because this is coming and looking backwards. I don't know. Now it's even backwards in my screen. How do I get that to do? Ugh, so frustrating. So frustrating. Okay. That's still backwards. Okay, I might as well not go drive myself crazy. I'm trying to do a letter project in which everything is backwards on your screen. No bueno. Not only that, I can't really finish this project because I don't have my sewing machine to do any kind of, this is machine applique. So that's not really going to work either for me because I only have a straight stitch machine right at this moment. All my machines are straight stitch. Okay. Love Beach. Okay, this is what I'm going to put on my banner. And I did these last night while we were watching Deal or No Deal something island. Deal or No Deal Island, something island. I don't know. Deal or No Deal Island, I think it's called. So love, beach, and quilt, because those are the things that I love to do. I love to give love. I love to beach, and I love to quilt. The way I give my love out is just just being present and being part of my community, right? Okay. So love, beach, and quilt. I think B probably needs some kind of cutout in there. I seem to think so. Let's see. Yeah, I need to cut in here still. Okay, so that's good. I just caught that. So I watched Ginger Quilter's tutorial on how to do this. Because this is her box, I'm going to respect that this is her tutorial. So I watched her tutorial. I shared it on my community post. And then that's how I did the letters. But that's all she did. She didn't construct this part. So we're going to do this part together. This is the fabric she sent. She sent a white and she sent this. I still have a lot of the colors left. So my thought is when you read these instructions, I'm a visual person. I like things to have pictures. So when you read these instructions, it tells you from the background already to cut off something and save it for later. Well, that totally threw me off. So we're not even going to do that. We are going to, those letters are misbehaving. They sure are. Okay, let's see. Sorry, had to leave to send you email. What was the answer to the question? Oh, what's the place in Florida that you said you got a good deal? Feeling a little dyslexic reading backwards. I know. I don't know what happened, Lisa. I have tried everything. I have shut off the mirror. I have done everything. I don't know what this does. Let's see. No, that gives me a green background. We can't do that. So no to that. And then everything else is just normal. Like, let me see. Maybe if I do this, you all see my mess and come back. It's still backwards. So I'm going to try to find some kind of tech support. 80 sounds so old, but I just remembered I'm 79. They sent you an email. Thank you. Also, Pat, if you wouldn't mind sending me another one, anything about your prism glasses situation, because we're still dealing with that. Anything with the prism glasses, I would really be helpful. It's just the number bar. Brain exercise, read backwards. You can read it fine. Okay, so when we read this, you do take this. When I read this, you take this and you use I'm going by diagrams. I've read this 5,000 times and I can't seem to figure. So I'm going by some of what they have here. And they're saying, so I'm going to take these letters down after fighting with them, right? I'm going to take these letters down. And we're going to put this up. So here we go. I have it backwards. Of course, I'd have to iron this. I do gather that. So we're going to put this up here. And then it says to leave 2 to 3 inches below. So we're going to know that that is salvage. So we'd have that cut off. So it says to leave 2 to 3 inches. So we're going to leave 3 inches. And then it doesn't tell you like how far in. So I'm going to put my 3 inches down and 2.5 inches in. And I'm going to come in here. Well, let's see. Actually, that's probably not a good thing. Okay, that's 4 there. We'll go here. 4 here. And I don't know what I'm doing. I'm making this up as I go. 4 here. And that should give me pretty much a straight line. Okay. Step 1. This is not in the directions because I'm telling you, this is me trying to figure this out. Ask Lynn what she did with the reverse, but I am. I'm gonna ask her, what are you using to video? My phone. Thank you. Oh, yes, and the Valor information so I could share it on my channel. I'm finally able to sit upright and get out of bed to do Valor letters today. And so, I'm assuming you were sick. I'm sorry to hear that you were sick. So, the other thing we should probably know is how long this is, right? Here we go. We'll use this. Oh, it's 80. Oh, it's not 802. We're good. All right. So this piece is exactly 18 inches and a quarter. So we're going to go with 9 and whatnot. So actually, it's pretty much where my pin is. So that was pretty good. And then I'm going to put love. And right now, all I'm hearing in my head is like the Love Boat song. It's so exciting and new. O. V. We're just kind of so this probably, I should probably move this just a little bit and this just a little bit, all right? So that we leave that as the middle space. This here and this here, it's kind of about the same spacing. Doesn't talk to you about how to space your letters or anything. So we're just gonna go. And then it says to leave 1.5 inches in between. So let's see, is this all lined up? It's pretty much lined up. Wow, okay. So it says to leave 1.5 inches, which means the bottoms of these letters are here. And I'm gonna go ahead and being that I know that this is about 9, that's the middle spot. And we'll put that there. Okay. So it says to leave 1.5 inches. They give you somewhat way. You had the flu since Saturday. I got the box and wasn't inside it, and then I thought I would put my quilting saying on it. Figured out what your center is. Yes, hopefully you do. I've had COVID once and flu twice. Wow. I mean, I'm thinking I had some form of that because everybody in school has been coming back with flu. I think the shot gave me a mild version of it. Bye, Lisa. Okay, so now beach is next. I want beach next. And so that's going to be a problem because beach, love, and quilt, they're all 5 letters. And I have to be in, right? I have to be in 2 to 3 inches. Well, 2 to 3 inches. Oh, I guess 2 to 3 inches either way. And so that's 2.5 inches, right? I don't have enough pens probably to do this how I think I could do this. Okay, let me put this pin over here. And this pin over here. Make sure that that's 1.5. All right, it's 1.5. Well, maybe who has gotten this and wasn't excited to get it, maybe I will encourage you. So maybe love has to be in closer. Because I have to make sure that this, I have it at 2.5. Oh, and I have to bring this down. I'm bringing this over. Now this is out of my box. I'm gonna definitely tell you this project, when I opened it, I was a little bit nervous. This is out of my comfort zone. But the thing is, it's good to be out of your comfort zone. It's good to do new things. So I'm okay with it. Okay, here we are. So love, so I really need to put love closer together because it's definitely exciting and new, right? So we'll put love so that our letters, and of course I would have to play with this. So this is what it's looking like. I just have my thing there, and then we're going to put in another 1.5 inches right here. So I know now that my H needs to come down a little bit. I've run out of time, and I've run out of pins. I know that my H needs to come down because when I went to just a tad. Let me check now. Yep. Yep. So that is much better. Okay. So that's where we're leaving off on right there for right now. I think it could have been worse. A is in the center, A in center and build out from there. Yes, A is right in my center right here. A is in my center. I got this here, right here. And so A, I just need to scooch that just a hair. There it goes. A is in the center. There we go. Thank you, Andrea. I wouldn't buy more fabric, but hard when all you can do is watch fabric shows. Draw a line to help you stay straight. I am so afraid of using those. Well, you know what? I have chalk, Andrea. I'll use chalk. I definitely will. So, this is where I'm at. I'm going to probably work on that tonight in front of the TV with my honey because I'll have to peel off all these papers and then kind of put it down, carefully. So everyone, have a wonderful day. Take care of yourself. Pass it forward. If you like what you see, please like, subscribe, and share my channel. If you don't mind, I see 49 are on here, so thank you. I feel so honored. If you don't mind, right before Xing out, hitting the like button, I would also appreciate it. And take care. See you hopefully tomorrow. Bye.